I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I was 6 feet under. But now it's your turn to face.
You okay over there?
Yeah. No, I didn't pay attention. The little rubber sound buffering thing was all cockeyed.
It was crooked, man.
It was. If I'd have moved it, it would have squeaked and made a bunch of noise. Like, oh God, I better fix this now.
Squeaky sounds. Nobody likes squeaky sounds on the radio.
Anybody who watches on the video knows I play with the mic a lot.
Yeah, so do I.
I move it around
all
a
over the place.
lot.
Yeah, it goes everywhere.
I do.
Oh, it's kind of one of those things. It's terrible how
It's
that happens.
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
It's Monday. Pardue.
You know what?
Monday strikes back. I don't know. There's so many different ways.
It's Monday. Now it's pissed.
This time it's pissed off. Oh my God. I'm beginning to get to a point where I want to just kind of, I don't know, find a bunch of folks to go in with, collect a boatload of money, and we all go buy like
You want to do the hippie
100
commune,
acres.
don't you?
I want to get a compound.
You want
Call
to do
it
a hippie commune.
Hippie commune, whatever the hell you want to call it. Buy just a giant property out in the middle of nowhere.
You know, the funny thing is, this isn't the first time I've had this conversation with other people other than you.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know people that's their entire purpose in life. Hey.
Oh, me and my sister
In the
talk
next
about it all
couple
the time.
years, in the next couple years, here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
You in? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
What do I need?
And you get out there, you kind of shroud yourself under some kind of, religious
No, we're a community. We're building our own community.
and whatever. But I'm saying, and then you just kind of get away from the stupidity and lock yourself away, and everybody does what they're supposed to. Everybody has different jobs, and everyone has. And I know that sounds a lot like
Real work.
communism.
Yeah.
And
But
whatnot,
also,
it's not.
It's also like regular people doing.
Yeah, it's everyone comes in with talents and does something good, and
Right. And you benefit from your talent.
yeah, everybody kind of gets away from the stupidity.
It would be really good. But then again, remember, you're bringing people with you. Thus, the stupidity comes.
No, I got that, but I don't think the whole, all the COVID crap, all of the
That would
trans
never reach
crap,
us. No.
all of that junk will stay far, far away.
It's like we could be like the Amish, except for have power.
I don't even want power. Just leave me the hell alone.
Oh, no, I'm going to get power. I'm going to use solar panels, the whole deal.
Power. That power. Power! No, I did.
Like electricity, man.
I
want electricity.
Gotcha. No, I'm down for that.
No offense, but I like my stuff.
No, I do. And I'm thinking, well, would we want internet?
Yes, because I want to do the show.
Well, but if most of the people living in the...
Satellite.
No, I was going to say, though, if
We can use satellite feed and also a VPN, so we're never tracked.
that's the key.
So we'll always do it on VPN, and we'll always do satellite feed run.
Yeah, because it's...
We'll do the Starlink or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Starlink, yeah. From SpaceX, we'll get that.
We'll be like that movie about the pirate radio that was on the boat way out in the middle of nowhere.
That was pirating radio stations all over the
Yes.
place. Yes.
That's about where I'm
That's where you want to go?
Sure.
Let's do it.
I'm
I'm not advocating pirating radio stations, but you do know that that's possible where we live.
Oh, I know. Oh, I absolutely know.
I'm not advocating it, and I'm never going to do it because it's a lot of legal trouble. It's a lot of legal trouble.
Oh, no, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
But, Sweat was probably over on Twitter at Dylan Lyles. Starting a cult compound. Sign me up.
Nice to say over on the YouTubes. Waterworld?
Yeah, there you go. Yes. Like Waterworld.
Yes.
I'm getting to a point where...
Kevin Costner, you and me, let's go.
Well, yeah, I'll take Waterworld signs Kevin Costner. I don't know if I can handle that at all.
Yeah, I got you.
No, it's getting depressing. It really is the way they're pushing things, the way things are going,
Mm-hmm.
and you read the articles and stuff coming through, especially from like CBS and stuff like that, where say, oh well, some people are now that it's past the FDA approval, they're this, that, and the third, and the way they word it is like there's no getting away from it, and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure there
is way. So
I can get away from.
Instead of calling it like a hippie commune or whatever, what if we call it a zombie survival camp?
No, because then you have that tone and that air of we have guns and are a militia, and therefore they're going to treat us like. Yeah, no, we're gonna suddenly become
All right, yeah,
the Branch Davidians.
Yeah, I
And
gotcha.
I'm not.
I gotcha. Yeah,
I would like to live.
We kind of go the way of Waco or something,
Right, and I don't want that.
Let's not do that. Okay, good idea. We'll shelf that for later.
A billion flickering over Twitter. Hippie compound minus the patchouli oil.
Darn right.
Can't stand patchouli.
God, the smell.
One of my ex-father-in-laws, that's his favorite smell. He loves that stuff. The incense, and you know who he is.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
I don't like it.
I could get around it at first, and especially at the time, father-in-law thing. I was like,
that's-
oh yeah, no, that's pretty good.
That's good stuff. No,
I'm not a no.
not a 10.
Can't do it.
Not a 10.
Can't do it. Slug Pardue over there. Is there room for a slug in your compound?
Yes, there is. Actually, you're a well-versed slug. We could definitely use you.
Oh yeah. No, it's one of those things. It's the more people buy into this,
The better it is.
the better it is for everyone. So
right.
I
and
don't.
if it's a bunch of jackals,
people be surrounding us. You need to get vaccinated. Every single one of us up on the little tower or whatever, mooning them. There you go. Vaccinate this. Vaccinate this.
start
I
using blow darts. That sounds awesome.
It does, doesn't it?
Sounds so good.
I don't know. I
Build a giant wall just so we could stand on top of it and yell at people in the
like Monty Python.
Monty Python France.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. No, I don't know.
Oh, you mean that Holy Grail?
No, we've already got one. Thanks. No, I just, it's because I was thinking about it today. I was talking with a girlfriend. We were driving, and I'm like, I want to get to, I'm kind of rebuilding things right now, and I'm like, I want to get to the spot again where I can start, storing food, freeze dry food.
Yeah,
and doing that kind of stuff. Because she showed me a thing on a wall, or excuse me, it was a picture, and it's this giant wall, and the way it's designed, it's set up to hold aluminum cans, but do kind of like the drop tray, so they stack, and then you pull one and
perfectly,
they
yeah,
fall down,
and it slides out,
and it fills the whole wall.
Yeah,
and I'm like, she's like, I really want that. Blah 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 blah.
yeah, and they roll so because yeah,
yeah. And so it got to a point though after I was thinking about it, I was like, I really want to pony up and have, I want to start getting food and store it away. 'Cause I want to get my go bags together again. I want to get
the whole deal. Yeah.
There's at least I need to get at least one more gun, if not 12 more. I need. There's stuff I need to do, and,
Right.
and ammunitions and whatnot. And I'm started thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know. Are we hitting the point of it's too late to turn back now? Because I believe.
Too late, baby. Yeah,
No,
it's
I was-
too late.
That wrong. I was doing a different.
I know,
song.
but I just
No, that's fine.
Yeah, the Knights of St. Neo over on the YouTube's asking us, name yourselves the branched from Covidians.
Ooh, I like that.
It's kind of it rolls off the tongue.
I
a little bit.
like that. I like.
That's it. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So
it's one of his prime at Dylan was. I could bring a unique set of skills to the totally not Waco compound. We could. I mean, and I, not for nothing, Prime would be perfect to be in there. The whole fireman, EMS,
yeah.
rescue stuff. Like,
I mean, I'm a.
we don't need a doctor, but
in general, I
close
am a
enough.
jack of all trades, but
yeah, you don't want me doing surgery.
I can sew, but you don't want me to do surgery.
Yeah.
Well,
I can sew too, but you don't want me making you clothes. I'm just
I could do it all right.
saying.
I'd be all right. I can get some basic measurements running out. It won't be perfect.
Adam W. Johnson. Apparently, this is a very popular idea with people. Adam W. Johnson also on Twitter. What this camp needs, besides a slug, is a big fat Johnson.
Darn right. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. We're gonna put a sign. We're gonna put a sheet out online and have everyone just sign up for it, and
Don't worry, it'll be secure.
we'll give it. Yeah, we'll leave it open for about 6 months to a year to give everyone time to decide and
And then
get
we'll
their stuff
close it
together.
away.
And
Yep.
once we close it away, everyone's sealed in, and away we go.
Yep.
Anyway.
So we've got a bunch of stories, but I've got a personal one. I just want to vent a little bit. Is that okay? Can I vent?
Sure,
Will it be all right?
vent away.
Okay. So we had those Operation Stop CPS ladies.
Yeah. Love them people. We need to get them back on.
I
They
know,
are
I know.
so daggone busy right now.
Well, I had to call one today.
Yeah, I heard.
I had to call one today.
And it wasn't to check up and see how they're doing.
It wasn't a check. It was a. It
but
was
did
a
you-
checkup for me.
Did you at least find out if they were?
Oh, like they're fine.
Did you
They're
ask
doing
them?
Good. They're doing good.
Check in, say, hey, we missed them, and they need to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back
yeah,
and blah, blah.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
Just making sure.
You know,
I mean, I know you were calling for a need, but
I
I'm
have
like,
a need, but
I mean, you still have.
Hey,
pleasant-
by the way, it's been a while. Sorry, you guys are awesome.
We need y'all to
Also,
come
I
back. Yeah.
I have a question.
Help me. Okay.
Yeah. And it's about the legal ramifications of CPS and all the rest of it, because currently, right now, as it sits, behind the scenes with my family, what's been going on is that we've been dealing with a CPS investigation.
Mm-hmm.
You see, my daughter,
For a while now.
yeah, my daughter decided, my oldest one decided that she was, and by her own words, she went with her friend because she was scared that her friend would be, hurt, killed, etc.
Okay.
That's her words.
And that's fine. I mean, you can only take it at that.
I'm going to take it at that.
You can take it at that.
But because of the situation, the CPS was called, and so they had to do a 45-day investigation. Well, 45 days is up.
It's been up.
No, last Friday it was up.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
been up.
It's been up. And they called my wife and said, "Well, we have some other things that we're concerned about, and we need to discuss it with you guys." And today, the CPS lady comes over to my house about 15 minutes before I get home. Only 15.
I mean,
And then doesn't wait for me.
you have enough time to walk through the door at
She
that point.
knew that I was going to be there,
Yeah.
and she knew what time I'd be home.
Yeah, they kind of know
But
this
she
stuff.
no. She was told. My wife told her. She said that
Yeah.
saying that I would be home by 6:10, 6:15.
Yep.
She comes at 5:50. She leaves at 5:55,
Okay.
and she leaves 2 notes. One note is for me.
And I'm guessing this is not a happy note.
Well, it's not even really a note. It's information on a psych place where it says we need you to sign up and do anger management. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
And they had one for my wife. It wasn't anger management for her, but whatever. I don't want to talk about that. Talk about me, because this is me dealing with
you,
it.
yeah.
Me to- So
You're venting, not
yeah,
her.
I'm venting, and she can vent later. Even on the air, I don't care. Okay.
Bring her in later.
Come on in, honey.
She's gonna be like, "Shut up! I'm gonna kill you."
Anyway, so I called the lady because she left her cell phone number.
What'd you call her?
Her name, which I don't remember at the time. Right now,
Because it's not that important.
it's really not. Anyway, so we go through the entire. I ask her, and I'm kind of upset at this point.
No. Really?
Yeah, but I'm doing pretty good at controlling it, so whatever.
Because they are complaining that you need anger management. So the last thing you want to do is
Blow up
prove
the phone,
them right. Yeah.
I'm gonna prove you right by blowing up of the phone, right? Yeah. No, so I'm upset because it's like, okay, well, this is the first time I've heard about it in 45 days. 45
Yeah,
days.
that is a little
45 days. They've had a full-on investigation of everything that's gone on, apparently, supposedly, whatever, whatnot. So I'd call, and I'm like, okay, so you need to explain to me what is this? Well, it's a requirement.
A requirement.
A requirement. What do you mean a requirement?
what?
A requirement for us to finish everything. Okay.
Huh.
Did you get a legal court order for that?
Huh.
Well, no. This is a requirement for this. Okay. So let me ask you this: are you saying that you will not leave us alone unless I do this by law, Or are you saying that you recommend it
And you're still going to
because of something that you've seen, and you're still going to annoy the crap out of us, and all the way through?
Yeah.
And we go back and forth a little bit about this because you don't seem to understand. A requirement is something that is required.
That's
It's
oddly
in
the name implies it.
The name implies that it is
Yeah.
by force,
Yeah, yeah.
necessary by force.
Yes.
And you're telling me that this is required, but
Okay.
you're not showing me what force you're applying.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair. No, I got you.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Also, why didn't you wait for me? I was 10 minutes behind you.
Because it makes too much sense.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, we go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. She said, well, Mr. Airy, it's obvious that we're not going to do anything. We're not going to be able to get through this here, and I'm not going to argue with you over the phone over any of this. If you'd like to set up a meeting, we can talk about this. We can do that. I was like, great.
Oh, Pumpkin, you want to...
Great. No problem. You know what? Here's my times that I can set up a meeting with you. She's like, okay, good. Well, we're going to set it up for this time. And I said, well, is it just going to be me? Or is it going to be my wife
Yeah.
and me? She's like, oh, well, it's going to be both of you. Oh, well, that time doesn't work then. I'm sorry, because my wife has to pick up kids. Now, we're also going to have the kids. So why don't we have it at my house? Well, no, we can't have it at your house. You're going to have to come to our office. No.
No.
It's like, okay, is it just going to be you and your supervisor? No, it's going to be me, my supervisor, and another person.
I'll be damned.
No, it's not. Okay, so we go on and on, back and forth a little bit. And I ask her why, I'm asking her why. Why is this required? Well, sir, your daughter's therapist told us that you weren't taking part in any of the parent conferences with a therapist.
Things. The stuff and things.
The
and things and
family,
stuff.
the family therapy conferences talks that you were having over Zoom. She told us that you didn't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's a blatant lie.
Yeah.
Well, we can't talk about that right now over the phone, sir. It's like, okay, great.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
And
Why can't you talk over the phone?
And then I was like, okay. And I said that right with my wife there. It's like, really, honey, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
You can't talk about it over the phone.
No. Did you hear that? The therapist told them that I wasn't part of the family sessions. The therapist said that. Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that weird?
So my wife emails the therapist. Guess what? That's not part of anything that the therapist sent.
Obviously not.
And we have it in writing now that the therapist denies what they said.
Good.
So we now have that in writing.
Good.
Yeah.
I smell this is not going well.
It's
even
not
after
going to go
this.
well for CPS because here's the thing. I talked to Operation Stop CPS.
Yes,
right?
you did.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, here's what she told me.
Mm-hmm.
She said flat out, it's been 45 days.
Yeah.
They have nothing.
Yeah.
If they had something, they would have had a court order.
Oh yeah, you'd have been hit.
And they
long
would have hit
before.
us long before any of that.
Yep.
So you're
fine.
They have nothing on you.
Yeah.
Now, above and beyond that, these recommendations are just recommendations. And here's what you can do. You can tell them politely to go kiss your ass.
I would.
Legally, they can't do anything to stop you, and they can't take your children because they have found nothing, absolutely nothing that means that you are putting your child in danger.
Blow it out your fanny. Oh.
Come to find out, they're talking about how, the therapist has said this and that from the conversations, which, by the way, the conversations between my daughter and the therapist are literally the conversations. It's supposed to be confidential.
That's what I thought.
And so they're saying that they've heard all this crap from the therapist.
I mean, I understand that.
No, well, there's the thing. We have not given her the right to talk.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I understand that, like, under certain conditions, a therapist and,
Now, the
and
therapist
a doctor
can say, we've talked about these things.
yeah,
she
but they
can't-
can't go
she
into
can't go into
detail.
detail.
Yeah.
Okay? We've talked about these things. I have talked to the parents about these things. Can't go into detail, et cetera, et cetera. All the therapist can do is just give like the blanket statement.
Yeah.
And CPS is apparently, or at least these ladies at CPS, who, by the way, seemed really nice in the beginning.
Oh, of course they do.
Really nice at the beginning.
Because they figure you're terrified of them and are going to.
Oh, I'm not terrified. I don't care.
They're going to do whatever they tell you to do, Mr. Airy, because they said to.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's not going to happen.
Ah.
And so I got off the phone with her and then I called Operation Stop CPS. Made sure I was right. To make sure I was in the right.
Yeah,
Okay. And now I'm going to have to wait for her to call me back
of course.
or for the supervisor to call me back. And
Okay.
this is how the conversation is going to go. So and such, if you would like to meet, you can meet at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And you can meet on my terms and my time.
Or
Because you have found no legal recourse to claim that my child is abused or anything of the sort,
yeah,
we will cut ties and you will cut this case. Legally, you have no other options.
you have nothing to stand on.
If you want to have a conversation, great. We will have the conversation. Understand that conversation will be very simple.
Yeah.
Do you have legal recourse to claim that my child has been abused?
If the answer is no,
Because I know what my child told you.
kindly vacate my premises.
I know what my child told you. I know what my child told the therapist. And I know what the child told me. And
Yep.
it was the exact same thing.
Weird.
All 3 times.
Weird how that worked out.
All 3 times. My child said the exact same thing to 3 different entities.
Weird.
So I know that for a fact. That
It's
my
almost like
child-
you're pulling your leg out.
that my child hasn't claimed abuse.
Yeah.
My child hasn't claimed abuse.
Yeah.
My child claimed that she walked out because she wanted to make sure that her friend was safe.
Which again, we can all agree is
Stupid move.
stupid move. But
Stupid move. But
But
at that point in time, from the very beginning until now, that has been the claim.
hey, that's just
We're treating it as she was being rebellious.
no.
Okay, great. She's getting therapy. Great. Everything's going fine. She's now in school. Everything's fine.
Everything is fancy.
Everything's hunky-dory.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
When you're part of the. Apparently, though, you're not part of that team.
I'm not part of
and that's
CPS's
why,
team.
and that's why they're. See,
Not
what's
cool.
funny is I had a similar experience not too long ago.
Yeah.
Mine actually was blatant accusations of abuse.
Yeah. See, I remember that.
Yeah, I didn't exactly broadcast that one in front of everybody, but since we're kind of airing out our dirty laundry here.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, no, I've had that experience in the last six months, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where there was an issue with CPS having to show up to my house and blah 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 under direct accusations of abuse. And oddly enough, they didn't bother me. The lady showed up twice, and I never saw or heard from her again.
Because she found there was no abuse.
Well, no, and I got that, but what I'm saying is like that was the actual accusation for all intents and purposes.
There is no accusation of abuse from my child.
Yeah, from your story is the only reason why your kid went off when she did was because she was trying to be a friend to her friend. That was it. It doesn't, again, stupid move, but that was it.
Right.
She wasn't running away, and then to follow up with the fact that there was never a claim of abuse in the first place.
Right.
Mine was. I mean, we're talking, she brought in, pictures that, by the way, were years old and from accidents. Like one of them was from one of the kids having fell out of the bed.
Awesome.
Situations like that. Mm-hmm. And talked about, how I may or may not have guns and, tried to lay it on thick there for a bit. It didn't bother me. 2 visits, the lady was gone, never heard from her again.
And see, that's what we thought this was
And
going
that's
to be.
what this should have been. If any of them should have been that.
That's what we thought this was going to be. 2 visits here and go in, out. Boom, done.
Thank you for your time.
Get your letter saying that, we came, we saw, everything's fine.
Yeah, you're okay.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Apparently not.
Not anymore.
No, apparently these ladies have something to prove.
Or they're bored.
No, I think they have something to prove. Honestly, I think that when I talked to this lady over the phone, she was obstinate to the point that I would say that she actually does not and cannot believe that I have no issue.
Yeah. So Miss Prime over on Twitter, CPS intentionally pisses someone off and then tells them they need anger management.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and he follows up with, they're always really nice until you don't roll over.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be very, very angry and very mean soon.
Yeah.
I might need to call my my police friend to come over and just hang out on that day.
Can't hurt.
No.
You know, at least you got somebody with a badge as a witness.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. We'll actually get to some stories on the other side. Yeah, I just had to vent
Yeah.
a little bit. Sorry about that, guys.
Wow, hold on, go back.
Wait, what?
Billy Idol over on the YouTube. Holy cow. I was in part of that. My ex didn't marry her attorney, though, just so we're clear.
Ooh.
Everything else was there, though. But, yeah.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Now, Don, that I would say that you're probably right on most cases where judges usually side with them anyway, except for the fact that they have no legal case.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing.
One might say they don't have a leg to stand
Like
on.
if they tried to pull some straw man argument out of it, it would be so shallow and so shoddy that it makes no a judge would have to look at it and be like, all right, if that's all you got.
Oh, it's funny. Oblivion Flickering over Twitter. He's talking about our little apparent compound that we're building.
Oh yeah, I'd love to compound. Let's do that.
He says, can I go too? I can touch my nose to my tongue with my tongue.
Yes.
In just like that. He also goes, Mr. Airy, do you really think you're more qualified to raise your child than the state? Besides, we just don't like your politics. That's the bad part.
True.
That's the bad part. I don't even think they're fully aware of his politics.
They don't
yet.
know. They don't even know they have a radio show.
Yeah. The Nights You Say Knee also on Twitter. We may not have guns, then I'm not joining the branch for Covidians.
Knights who say knee.
I mean,
No, that's all I've got to say.
yeah. I mean,
Knights, come on.
you should know us better than that.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Slug Pardo. The honest question, how much of this is...
This is Defenders Live.
Slug Pardue over on Twitter. Honest question, how much of this is backlash as, against you as an evil conservative? And
Zero. You wanna
as
know
the
why?
moment, they don't know.
They don't know. You know what
to
it
my
is, though?
knowledge, to our knowledge
You
anyway,
do know what it is, though?
It's because you're white.
It's because I'm white, and we have both parents in the household.
Yeah, and she
And-
stays at home with the kids stays at home as a homemaker.
She's a homemaker while I go to work and make the money, and I come home and I'm tired.
You dirty rat bastard.
I'm a dirty rat bastard.
You dirty, dirty rat.
Dirty. You dirty rat.
How dare you?
Right.
You ought to know better. Mm-hmm. You're just a jerk. Just a big fat
Jerk face.
Jerky
Oh,
jerk.
you're going to love
jerk.
this.
Okay.
You're going to love this.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay. I find this hard to believe.
You are going to love this.
Define love. Are we talking about is this
CPS love.
I was gonna say, is this love?
Love like CPS.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, similar to there's
Unlike Mick Jagger.
agape love and
No, this is CPS.
filial love
This
and
is-
all that
this
stuff. In
is-
the Greek, this is not different variations of the word love. This is all one.
No, this is CPS love.
Okay.
Yeah, CPS love.
Okay.
You're going to love it.
Good. Great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Immunologist, Professor, Dr. Cy Reddy.
Who?
Dr. Cy Reddy.
Ready for what?
Cy.
Dun 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 dun. Okay.
Said that we have to prepare.
Prepare.
We have to prepare for the emerging variant in 2022
Wait a minute.
that could pose
Whoa.
a big risk.
Hold on. Time out. This is still 2021.
Yeah.
How they're already predicting a variant?
Just this one guy.
Just this one.
One guy.
Right.
This guy.
Okay.
See, the Zurich-based scientist.
Zurich.
I said Zurich.
No, you said Zurk.
Zurich-based scientist.
Yeah, see, you said it fast. It sounds like you said Zurk.
Sure, whatever. It's fine with me. Warned it was inevitable that concerning variants that already exist, like Delta, Beta, Gamma radiation, will combine to make a strain even more capable.
Capable of what?
Nothing.
Hold on.
Of scaring the pants off of you.
Okay. Start that again, please, because that just doesn't.
What are you doing?
Just start that from the beginning.
The very beginning.
The very beginning.
All right, the very beginning.
All of that, because
Yeah.
just doesn't.
Immunologist Professor Dr. Sai Reddy said we have to prepare for a new emerging variant in 2022 that could pose a big risk.
Okay.
The Zurich-based scientist warned it was inevitable that concerning variants that already exist, like the Delta, Beta, and Gamma, they will combine to make a strain even more capable. Even more capable.
A strain they will combine.
Yeah, they will combine.
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 Situation is more
Is it really?
Yeah.
exactly. We must do as the Gaia advised.
This reminds
we must
me of this.
combine
Is this
our
something?
powers. Let's do it. Let our powers combine. Earth. Fire. Wind.
Still remember the sound effects.
I know.
By your powers combined,
I am the White Knight.
Captain Planet.
Only in this case, it's, with their powers combined, they're.
I am COVID-22.
This is so stupid.
That's right. See, Professor Reddy
Hold on.
said that COVID-22 could get worse
Okay.
than what we're witnessing now.
Viruses don't do that.
Do what?
They don't combine powers. This is not okay. This is look. This is not the Power Rangers and the Zords are not coming together to make Megazord. Okay, this is not how this works. That's not what viruses do. Okay?
Are you trying to tell me that viruses don't combine together to make super viruses?
I'm telling you that viruses don't combine to make super viruses.
Are you telling me viruses aren't Legos?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. This is not Build-A-Bear. This is not Build-A-Virus, okay? It doesn't work that way.
That's funny. In Wuhan, it was Build-A-Virus. It's very different things. It's pretty
No,
similar.
it's not. It was eating raw bats, remember?
Oh,
Don't feed
yeah,
the raw bats.
right. So, and you're right. You're exactly right.
Oh, my God.
Viruses do not combine together naturally.
No, dude.
And by the way, they still don't know how to test whether or not it's actually a variant or if it's just the regular coronavirus. We have no idea.
Yeah, they have no way of telling.
They have no way to tell. It's the exact same virus, exact same DNA. Nothing in there has changed. They don't know
Weird.
how that works. But let's say that it was. Let's say that every single one of these variants was different in some way.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
If they are different in some way, it's only due to the loss of information over time.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, they lose a little bit as it goes on.
As it multiplies, it loses information based upon the resistance in the area and everything else.
Yeah.
It loses information.
And by the way, just real fast, when it mutates, everybody says, well, it mutates to adapt. It adapts to its surroundings in the world, not in your body. Okay? Because usually, and I'm not a doctor,
Yeah.
but once it hits your body, it does its thing, and then it dies.
Right.
It doesn't like come back out of your body and go, oh, wow, I've learned so much from that.
I've now understood how to live in the body. No,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
With our powers combined. No, it doesn't do that. It doesn't
it doesn't
make a
take DNA from you and combine it into itself. That's not what a virus does.
Yeah. The current strain and all that shit. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't enter one's body, come out through the little particles, and then make a collect call to India and then South America and Brazil and go, hey guys, we really need to get together because I figured this out.
Right.
Let's see what we've learned and pool our resources and see what we can do.
It's a Deadpool.
It's not how it works.
Right.
And the fact is people are just buying and going, oh my God, COVID-22 is coming.
Well, that's the thing. Like, this guy came out of nowhere. He's from Zurich.
Yeah.
Zurich. And he has no idea what he's talking about. Absolutely none. He's completely speculative. He has no science to back it up. He has no information to back it up.
I have a thought.
He has this. You know what he has?
What?
He has this. It was called COVID-19 because it was started and they found it in 2019.
Yeah.
That's why it's called COVID-19.
They're assuming
and
they're
the
gonna-
reason why the variants aren't called COVID-21 and 2020 was because, one, there are supposedly more than 2 variants, and 2, the COVID-19 was still going on.
Okay. I have a thing. There's a statement there.
Yeah.
And in my momentary blackout from my tumor,
From not dying.
it says that, quote, if such a variant appears, we have to recognize it as early as possible, and vaccine manufacturers have to adapt the vaccine quickly. I have a question. If you're trying to imply that this Delta variant coming out of India, the
Right.
Beta coming out of South Africa,
Yeah.
the Gamma coming out of Brazil,
Right.
plus the current strain running through America as it is and
Yes,
going around.
the regular strain.
Enlighten me then as to why you don't take all 4 of those and combine them yourselves to come up with an idea and a vaccine now. If what you're saying is absolutely true and a possibility, and who knows, I mean, it is a possibility. Hell, monkeys can fly out of my butt. That's a possibility too.
Well, I mean, the hemorrhoids stop it, but still.
Well, it's true, but, and then I won't have to worry about wiping because the fur will take care of it. Anyway, it's the point is if you're trying to imply that this is going to be real and you truly believe this is real,
Right.
and a possibility, then my brain says logic kicks in, and you would then turn around and get said variants, and you would begin working on the vaccine now. Now, would you get it exactly spot on? Probably not, but I mean, at least you would be in the ballpark and already there. You don't just sit back and go, well, you know what's coming. It's probably going to be this 29th. No. If it was real, if it was truly real, and I mean real, not this,
Really
political science made up BS where everybody goes, oh, well, it's real because those who somehow have paid too much money for a college degree have said so.
Right.
I mean, real.
Really real.
Then you would not be sitting here, one, flippantly just throwing it out there with no facts and no evidence to back it up.
No correlation.
And 2, without some sense of urgency of saying we need to start making this happen and work on this stuff right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're not.
And the other thing is, why would you call it something else? Why would you call it COVID-22, Mr. Person, Professor Psy?
Because it sounds prettier.
Right. Well, that's the thing. If you say the reason why we don't have COVID-21 and 2020 and 21 is because COVID-19 is still going on,
Then why would you call it COVID-22?
because it will still be going on up until the spring of 2022, so says the Anthony Fauci's.
Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense. That's a good point. That doesn't make sense on it. How, if these are just variants, okay? It's supposed to be the same thing, just variants.
A variable.
Yeah, it's supposed to be different in some weird thing or another.
Right.
So if that's truly again the case,
Yep.
then why would you change the number unless you plan on trying to drag this out as long as you possibly can? I mean, we do. Dawn over on Facebook, make it perfect. If you're sick, stay home. That's the same thing we always used to do when it came to the flu.
With everything.
With anything, if you're not feeling good, stay home.
Right.
Don't get in the middle of anything.
You
Don't
got a
come
fever?
out. Yeah,
Stay home.
it's that simple.
Come back in at a day after.
When you feels the better.
Yeah, when you don't feel like crap.
Death worn over. You
Yeah,
know? Do that.
Right.
All there are is setting it up to fear people again. Guys, guess what? Christmas is canceled again. I'm beyond done with it. I'm telling you.
Right. Big Pharma Steve out there. Look at that. Look at that. He's on it. The only way that all of these combine is if someone catches all of them at the exact same time, lives long enough for them to multiply, and then coughs them out and spreads them in a hybrid to someone else. Right. Or they could genetically make it in a lab like they did it the first time.
Which is where I'm kind of leaning more towards myself.
But once again, we don't even know if these are actual variants.
Yeah.
They have no way to test it. They have no way to verify. They're just calling these variants because for some reason it spiked again. So it must be a variant. Really? Really? That's what it must be a variant. It can't
must
be the
be.
fact that, the vaccine that you created isn't a real vaccine.
No, that can't be it. Why would you think something like that?
Because I've thought that since the entire thing was started. And they haven't disproven it.
I know. They're not going to either.
They have actually come out and more studies have shown that it's basically not a vaccine.
Duh. All it is a way to try and...
It's mitigation is all it is. It's mitigation.
And barely that.
Barely mitigation and mainly control.
That's so stupid.
And he said, it is the next phase of the pandemic when beta and gamma become more infectious, or delta develops escape mutations. Escape mutations.
I suddenly want to start playing the Mission Impossible soundtrack.
Escape mutations. That will be the big problem.
I have to find
for the
that
coming year. Variants of COVID are expected to arise in the future, and it is natural that part of the virus's evolution. No, it's not.
What?
It's
what?
not.
This is so stupid.
There is no evolution of the virus. Do you understand this? It's not an evolution.
Oh my God.
It's a variable breakdown of the genetic structure. The whole thing was like superbugs. Okay, super germs.
Yeah.
Super
germs.
Super germs gonna make you super sick, and they're really resistant to the. Yeah, you want to know why?
Why?
Because they used to have a gene in them that said
They used to wear jeans?
no, they had a gene.
Had genes.
They had
I
a
got
genetic
it.
code in them that said this thing will kill you.
Oh, good.
And over time, because of consistent use of that thing,
It said, oh, no.
their body said, no, we don't need that code anymore.
We're going to get flagged, but I don't care.
Oh, yeah, we are. We're going to get flagged majorly for this, but whatever. Everybody uses it. I mean, come on. Anyway, yeah, so you have that, right? The idea that the genetic structure of some small microorganism is evolving is the dumbest idea that we've ever come up with. We've never actually seen it, even in labs. The only thing that we've ever seen is the loss of genetic information. We've never seen addition of genetic information without a catalyst.
Yep.
And by catalyst, I mean literally somebody going, bloop,
Yeah, an intentional...
bloop, intentional dropping new information in.
Yeah. Like I said... Oh, God help us all. And the worst part about all of this is I am nowhere near in the medical
Neither am
field.
I.
You're not either.
Big Pharma Steve, you're the closest thing to the medical field that we know.
And we're literally just talking common sense, and he's like, yep. So if laymen like us can figure this out,
Can understand this basic
realize
general
the
nothing.
stupidity that is this.
Like heck, man, I stutter over most of my words anyway.
Yeah, it's because I think you need new glasses, though.
No, it's just
No, I think you do.
I think I'm catching the ADHDs.
You don't catch it.
Yeah, I've been around you for long enough.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Sure.
You're born with it. It's like being transgendered. You're born with it. No, I'm kidding. That's a whole nother...
I'm bored with it? Yeah, I am bored with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay. No, But that's what I'm saying. We're living in a world. In a world with technology allowing you to have information at your fingertips, knowing everything at any moment at any given time.
But using it only to make memes.
it's not even that. I mean, that's fun and dandy, but the fact of the matter is that people have the option and the ability to learn and do all kinds of stuff for themselves. Literally, the moment of the pinnacle, I would argue, of absolute independence is right now, especially in thought, is right now.
You have the ability to think whatever you want and literally make it into the public realm immediately.
And the problem with it is they're taking people who are experts, quote unquote, in these fields and going, oh, well, no, yeah, well, they say they must know something that I don't know. And they sit back.
And they're creating the panic.
Yeah, and they don't do their homework. They let other people do the work for them who are clearly not having their best interests at heart.
Yeah. And I mean, please do your own homework. We're just we're just spouting off common sense ideas and understandings. Please go do your own homework. Don't trust us.
Yeah.
We're just general layman guys.
Yeah.
We're basic run of the mill people.
Yeah. Well, not basic.
Not basic, but
we
you
are
understand.
the run of the mill people. Like
We are run of the mill.
not basically, we are.
We are. We are.
It's so sad that all of this stuff is going down and nobody is actually doing homework. And the ones who do are not actually being, what's the word I'm looking for? Partial, non-bias. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, they're literally only looking up information on one side of the story. And
Yeah, exactly. They're not looking for the fact to actually understand it. They're looking at it to further their argument, to further their side, to stay inside their echo chamber.
Right.
And in the meantime, then they're like, oh yeah, no, let's just do this, stick this concoction of something into our arm because health officials say, and now allegedly, the FDA says it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot of things that the FDA cleared
That are terrible for you.
that they went back later and, you know, I'll put it like this. Almost all of the medications and things that are currently going on that they follow up with now that you're seeing, if you or someone you love is suffering, or you're suffering from such and such or have died because of this medication, call such and such lawyer.
Or a loved one is diagnosed with mesothelioma.
All of those people, all of those medications were cleared by the FDA.
Right.
So just because the FDA clears it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't amount to a hill of beans.
Right. It's just saying that, oh, yeah, it's generally safe enough.
Generally safe enough. I'll take my chances. Thank you. I don't do generally safe enough.
It's generally safe enough for most people. Yeah, it'd be fine.
I don't like taking Advil for a headache.
Yeah, I mean, I take BC powders every now and again.
No, I don't even do that.
But it's every now, and it's got to be bad. Like, it's got to.
Yeah, if I take medication, if anybody sees me take medication, you know it whatever pain I'm in is severe.
Yeah, you can ask my wife. Like, I will literally go around like, oh,
yeah,
I'll be half dead.
What's wrong with you?
The migraine.
Yeah, I can't open my eyes.
It hurts.
But honey, it's dark outside.
Take
There's no lights on in the room. It's still bright in here.
Shh, you're loud.
Yeah, I don't take anything. I don't
No,
do it.
yeah.
And that's just me. I don't, because I firmly believe, and whether you believe in God or not isn't the point, I firmly believe that the human body is designed on many levels to take care of itself. Now, is it going to be successful every single time? No.
And you have to figure out why you're having those problems in the first place.
Yeah, and I'm not saying to be ignorant about it, that I don't do anything and would never do anything. Having said that, though, there's a point, like Steven said, where you kind of have to, instead of assuming and blanketing everything because, well, that's the craze now, you need to go in and handle your business on yourself and your way, because you or might be different from someone else. Your headache or your, back pain or your whatever is not going to be the same as someone else's necessarily.
Right.
And therefore you need to handle yours based off of you.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't do that. We don't do that hardly with anything anymore. It's one of the reasons why the opioid crisis is the way it is.
Yeah, because people are just using it.
Yeah, because nobody's going in and actually getting anything actually fixed and taken care of and done proper. What they're doing is they're going in there and going, you know what I need that. And then they just go, okay. And they hand them whatever. Here's your medication. Here's, Zantac or, no, well, not Zantac. That's heartburn medication.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Here's your Zantac for your headache.
Here's your Ritalin. Here's your Midol. Whatever. I don't know.
Whatever it is.
And you just, I can't stand it, man. I
get
can't
it.
stand it. We're
Slug Part 2.
dying and going to hell.
Yeah, well, it happens. Says, becomes more infectious? Dr. Reddy doesn't know much about viruses if he says that. Probably not an actual virologist.
I'm going to go on a limb and agree with you.
Well, once again, the reason why I brought it up is because you're going to hear it. You're going to hear that story pushed out in the media, and it's already been debunked.
Yeah.
It's already, like, if we can debunk it with, like, 10 minutes of prep, anybody can debunk this. And by 10 minutes of prep, I mean, I read it, and then I talked about it. That's
Yeah.
what, that's 10 minutes. That. If we can figure it out,
Yeah. If I can come up with it, you know you're fine.
if he can come up with a good reason for you not to do it and it be logical, you know you're fine.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure all of y'all are way smarter than me. I'm promise you that.
Right. But that's the point. Like, this has already been debunked from people that are smarter than us. Because I've seen those stories too.
Oblivion Flicker, you're joking, but you don't know how true I think you are. He puts a tweet up there real fast. If we can keep imagineering new variants, we can keep this COVID thing going until capitalism is completely crushed.
That's so
And
much
I'm
closer
beginning
to
to
reality.
believe that that's exactly what they're shooting for. Trash everything, destroy everything as far as they can possibly go, to the point that once we quote unquote come out of it and recover, the only thing we can do is be dependent on the government, and at which point we fail and fall into, Venezuela. So yay.
Yay.
Hope you like the taste of dog.
Big Pharma Steve over there on the Twitters as well. General Lee, safe for you.
Generally. Asshat. I knew when I said it too, something was coming, but let's see. Saw an advert. My mother saw an advert. Mama Lyles over on Twitter or on Facebook saw an advert on TV saying you could be paid up to $300,000 if you or someone you know either had or died of COVID. The only
What?
thing that makes those funny is if you died of COVID, it's kind of
You
hard for
can't.
you to get the $300,000.
You or a loved one. If you or a loved one have died from the COVID-19 vaccine,
I know. It's like, really?
you could be awarded to up to
I don't know how that works, but
class action lawsuit.
But that's exactly what we're talking about, though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's coming next. That is going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to
Yeah,
start
it's gonna
seeing a
happen, yeah.
lot of those things pop up.
Mhm. The Pfizer vaccine is going to be
People
one
are
of
going to
them.
start suing left
Well, the
and
Pfizer
right.
vaccine is the first one to get approved by the FDA, right?
And I got to double check this, but I was told it wasn't actually approved.
Well, yeah, Tech Roo told us that, and we're waiting for him to give us the information.
Yeah, it was on the permanent. Well, it's not just him. I've seen other things
A
too.
permanent approval of use.
Of use for emergency
yeah.
situations, and
Well, is it for emergency situations?
yeah, it was
only?
it was emergency use only.
Oh.
It was the emergency protocol was extended.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even there.
There you go.
Yeah, but we're still waiting on Tech Roo because he said he would get
Yeah, he's got the
information
info
for
and
us.
he's trying to pull all that together.
Yeah, he said he'd get the information
He's
for
been
us.
doing
so we're
some
gonna apply.
researches.
We're gonna apply. Keep his feet to the fire on that one. Apply that pressure.
Yeah.
Ooh, pressure.
Our consultant on, or how did we? What was his original title? A correspondent.
Yeah.
Our
Wow.
See, this is how jacked up I am with all this stuff. It's messing me up.
Subculture,
national-
our subculture,
Subculture correspondent.
Correspondent, yeah.
Thank you.
our furry subculture correspondent. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it was.
I mean,
He was original.
He got it.
He had it.
And he is the epitome of if you strike out and make your own success.
Yeah,
He created the position and said, "This is my position now," and it worked
You
out.
will
and
take
we-
it.
and we said, "Okay," and it worked out. So
it's
yes,
fine. Yeah, it's like, you know what? That's fine. You can do that.
yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't discriminate against furries.
If you could do it, or if he can do it, you can do it too.
Yeah. Anything you can do.
He could do better.
Wait.
Mainly because he's in a furry suit.
And he can hide his face while he does it.
Exactly. It's called plausible deniability, my friend.
Right?
Anyone can be under that mask. Mm-hmm. Anyone can be under that mask.
Never know.
Nope. But you know what I do know is that you need to go to American Pride Roasters Coffee. AmericanPrideRoasters.com is where you go to get historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth.
Like the blueberry we have in our cup.
It is fantastic. Look, the world is dying and going to hell. It's a horrible place out there. Hard enough to walk out the door. The least you can do is have something. It'll bring a smile to your face in your cup.
And a warmth in your heart.
And yeah, there you go. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
You can check out Mojo50.com.
You can do
That's
that.
That's where you can find all the rest of the hosts on the Mojo 50 Radio Network.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do that, you can always just listen on the iHeartRadio app. Hit the Mojo 50 Radio Network button. It's 24 hours free speech talk radio.
Nice. You can go to our website, doaeshow.com. It's doaeshow.com. Check out the archives in the shop. Become a defender with us. Sign up on all that good jazz over there. doaeshow.com. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. You go to our Facebook page, Defenders Live Radio Show, also at DOAE Show. Get your tweets and your comments in. We got a whole nother hour to go. Y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
Generally safe for you.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
Know your kind.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can do anything better than you. Yeah. I just need a little bit to warm it back up. Oh, goodness gracious.
Right.
Right?
Mine. Rut-row Rorge.
Ruh-roh Raggy.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can.
Yes, I can.
No, you can.
Yes, I can.
No, you can.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Wow, we kind of breaking off into a Queen moment there. it gradually just kind of went, whoa.
Hey,
All right. Flickering. Are your private parts swollen and blue? You may have mesothelioma lawsuit. Mesothelioma is often a result of untreated mesohornia.
Mesohornia.
Yeah, mesohorny. Call the law offices of Pironi and Pironi. L.
Ew.
That is just totally nasty, you know. Totally nasty, you know. Annie, man, and man, and mo.
Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Which one? Oh, that one there? Yeah,
Yes.
it was good.
Yes. We're going to use that, actually. When we come back. I'm going to throw that out there. Congratulations on stealing that.
Ah. It's a good one.
It is.
You done good.
You done good, kid. You did. You done good.
You did done gooder.
Damn it.
Boxing. Moosin.
Moosin' and Mason boxing.
I love that guy so much.
I know. Summon up, bitch.
I see what you did there.
I got dicked right out the beginning.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
It's great when it works, but then it usually scares people at the end. It's not fair. The only way I get to full power it is to play the computer. And that's boring. Because it's too damn easy.
Easy.
Feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Wow.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
It is the Defenders Live DOAE Show. DOAEshow.com. Follow us on all social medias at DOA Show. DOA Show is where the audience doesn't drink to make the show better. The hosts drink to make the audience better.
I like it.
Thank you, Sweatimus Prime, for that one.
Yes.
So true. So true.
Sweatimus Prime also adding in there, not DOA Show. Don't trust us, but join our compound crew.
Yes. No, that's...
Yes.
I'm just saying that...
We're saying don't trust us when it comes to
I know-
learning.
I was gonna say, when it comes to facts, you
When it
do
comes
your
to
own
facts and
stuff.
education, you got to learn your own stuff.
After
right?
that,
Yeah, come on.
oh, you can totally trust me beyond that.
Come on, Eileen.
You know what I mean. I know, like my mom would be all for getting a compound.
Let's go.
My mom, my sister, like this is something we've talked about since I was a kid. Like I thought we were kind of weird for
Talking about it?
talking about it. Now
No. It's happened multiple times.
yeah.
in my
Now
life
it's
now.
like, you know what? This is not such a bad idea.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times in my life now. And I'm like, I think somebody's trying to say something to me.
It's
No,
yeah.
I need to.
Time to start scouting some land.
Yeah.
It was mentioned earlier. I apologize on the Twitter who it was, but it was mentioned earlier about how it needed to be somewhere up north because they're tired of the heat. And I'm thinking, no, we just go to the mountains.
Just the mountains.
You hide in the mountains. Like that's the best place to go.
With a lot of land.
Lots of land out in the middle of nowhere up in the
Right.
mountains.
Where it's a good valley, so you're always going to have wind.
Yeah. I'm thinking it, but we may have to,
A nice gentle breeze.
yeah, we might have to just sneak up into the Canadias and
I don't want to go to Canada.
I don't either.
Can we
But I
not-
don't want to go that far north.
Can we not go to the Canadias?
Like how far north would we go?
I wouldn't go. Oh, funny enough.
Funny you should ask that.
Funny you should ask that. There is one place where I would. That I've been thinking about it lately, and the reason why I've been thinking about it is because I've been seeing a lot. Randomly, I've been seeing a lot of different stories about it.
Belize.
No. The mountains in West Virginia.
No.
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 Stick with me here.
I can't.
with
That's a no. Sorry.
Stick with me. Look.
I can't.
Look.
Girlfriend will not go
Why?
because she's from there.
We don't have to be near her family.
No. Like I'm telling you now. You don't believe me. So last year, the year before we went to go see my mom, we drove up through there. I'm not lying. The moment we crossed from Virginia into West Virginia, she almost physically got sick.
The heck?
It's that kind of like it the whole area, the life she had back then, all this stuff is just, she hates it so bad it physically makes her sick.
Okay, well, then
and
I
she was
guess it's
fine when we crossed out there. Otherwise, I'm right there with you because there ain't shit up there. But
Not
like,
only there's
coal mines,
there's
and,
almost no laws.
Yeah.
And like there's no laws about homestead property or
Yeah,
anything
I know.
like that. None of that is there.
I know, but she won't go. And
Tennessee wouldn't be too bad.
Tennessee would be nice.
Tennessee wouldn't be too bad.
I feel it's getting a little too populated though.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go really.
I wouldn't be too anywhere really in the Appalachians.
I know.
I'm not too upset about. So.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't want to go. And if we go south, the only reason part of south I want to go is like out of the country onto like an island.
Belize.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, but yes.
Yes.
That's kind of it. I want to be somewhere where it's all okay.
Well, you may not have to worry about it soon.
hold on. I'm sorry. I was trying to half read, and it is at DOA show. Swimmers Prime at DOA show only goes to Canada if they proceed on to Alaska. Yeah,
That's true.
That's actually it.
You know, there's the problem there. It's too cold.
And I like having daylight for more than
6 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like daylight. I mean, I know I don't look like it, but I like the daylight.
Yeah. Oblivion Flickering also on Twitter in a related story. The FDA has given approval to the use of mustard gas in feminine protection products. So
That's just to cover the smell.
Oh. Adam W. Johnson, you can trust anything at DOA show compound except the Kool-Aid. And
Yeah.
I would think that would be because
Well, one, we don't make Kool-Aid.
no, and that's,
It's sweet tea, y'all.
it's we've seen what happened at Jonestown. Okay.
Yeah. We've saw it. We don't want that to happen again. So we're not
No.
doing sweet tea this time.
Yeah, we're gonna do it that way.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
gonna be good. It's gonna be tasty at least.
Ew.
Ew.
Okay.
Anyway, no, it'd be coffee.
Yes.
It would be coffee. Yeah, new study out there from the researchers of University of Michigan School of Public Health, Department of Environmental Health.
There you go.
Yeah, Department of Environmental Health Sciences. It's really long.
That was a lot.
So long.
Yeah.
Says that eating hot dogs, just one hot dog, shaves 36 minutes off of your life.
Shut up. I'm screwed. I
remember when. I remember when they said.
Do you remember the time?
I remember when they claimed that a cigarette,
Took 7 years.
like one cigarette was 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, one cigarette, one puff was 10 minutes off of your life.
Did they actually go that far?
Yeah.
I always remember it was like, just smoking, took 7 to 10 years off your life. Or
No, they were like, one puff of that cigarette is 10 minutes.
okay,
You just lost 10 minutes of your life. How do you feel?
fine. I'm going to be dead.
It's like Wesley in the machine.
It's like those are the worst years anyway. Why do you think I want to live through them happily? No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm quite fine, pumpkin. Thank you.
I'm good.
30. So one hot dog's 36 minutes off your life.
Yes.
Okay. So those of you that are in the northeastern side of things, there's a gas station
One gas station.
known as Sheets.
Oh, it's a good one.
It is very good, actually.
Yeah, for the South
It is the
and some parts of the Northeast.
the gourmet cafe is what my girlfriend calls it. Her and the kids.
Gourmet Cafe.
Gourmet cafe.
Mm-hmm.
They do for being gas station food.
It is
It is
good.
Is incredibly good.
It is good gas station food.
It's not just like, oh look, we have a hot dog on the little turnstile. Like it.
No. They actually make it. And
They
it's
make 'em
basically-
all-
It's fast food in a gas station.
But it's good fast. It's hard to
It's
explain.
not
If
terrible.
you've never eaten there, it's hard to
not
explain.
bad.
It's not bad. Anyway,
Like they've got the cheese curds.
mine is the jalapeno poppers.
But I love those cheese curds.
Yeah. So they have a thing there for you can get hot dogs 2 for $1.
Mm-hmm.
2 for $1.
Oh yeah, I've eaten them.
And you could put and not fully loaded. Obviously, you go beyond. But mine, the way I get it done, you can get 2 hot dogs for $1. And that's with mustard, ketchup, relish, and onion on top of it. Okay. Mm-hmm. For
$1.
2 for $1.
Yeah.
I would easily eat 4 of those and not think
$2.
twice. That's $2. Very simple. You get if you already have water with you or something, just cheap drink.
That's 2 hours of your life.
gone. Do you know that there was a brief point when I was driving a lot
That's all you ate?
that was almost all I ate.
Yeah.
So theoretically, I may have eaten in the course of a year. I may have eaten a year of my life away.
So it's funny that you say that because if this is true,
Okay.
if this is true, so I had a time where I was selling cars.
I don't think you'd be a good car salesman.
I'm not. I'm too honest.
That's kind of where I'm at.
So, I was only there.
Believe
for
it or not, I tried too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't work out.
Mine sucked. I'm like, they come walking in. I'm looking to buy a car. What kind do you want?
Now the funny thing is,
There's what we have.
yeah,
I'm not gonna sell you. I've
I'm not
never
going to sell you anything
done
better.
that.
Yeah, I'm not going to sell you. No. The funny thing is, like the people that did come and know me, they were good.
They just okay.
Like actually, there was somebody that came came to our church after.
Oh, okay.
They came to our church, and it was after they bought a car for me. They were like, "Oh, hey, it's you," and they were really nice and happy people. And like, obviously, I didn't shunt the guy, so I didn't try to scam him or anything like that. And I was honest about the transaction, and he remembered that. But anyway, I was working at a car dealership, and there was a Sheetz right next to the car dealership. Now, as a car salesman that is honest, you don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You really you don't.
It sounds good on paper.
It sounds really good on paper, but you don't, because you're not trying to scam people out of their money. You're not trying to hurt people or just trying to get a buck.
Yeah.
So I'd be going to Sheetz, man. And there, back at the time, they had the receipt deal.
Oh, yeah.
Where if you had your receipt, you can do a survey.
Yep.
And if you do a survey, you get $1 off your next purchase.
But you just go in for the hot dog, you get free hot dog.
You go in for 2 hot dogs, you get your free hot dogs, you get your receipt, you walk out, you do the survey, and the next day you get your hot dogs for free, continue the cycle.
Yeah. You only do it, well, you just pay $1 once a week.
No, I never paid.
Oh,
after that first dollar, after that first $1, I never paid for a hot dog again.
On my luck, I would have lost the receipt for the last time.
Oh no, we
Over the
kept
weekend.
them. We kept them in our we had little
Oh, yeah, the
desks.
desk.
We had little desks. I kept it in the drawer,
Nice.
and I'd go and no. If I was hungry, that was lunch. I would have free hot. I learned it.
That's how good it is.
Do you know how many hot dogs I ate?
I know how many I've gone through, so I can only guess. But it's so. Here's another thing, though. They have the hot dog eating contest. The competition is such
Yeah,
a
where the
big
guy-
deal. So does that mean the guys who are doing this stuff and gals
Killing themselves?
Does that mean they're going to drop dead here in the next 10 years or so?
I don't know, but yeah,
Because they don't
sounds
have
like-
anything left. That
It sounds like it.
sucks.
It sounds like it.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold on. I was totally off topic, but Big Pharma Steve, too bad there won't be any chickens allowed at the Oasia compound. What else are we allowed or not allowed to have? No one said we couldn't have chickens. We're
can
having chickens.
Just because I'm allergic to eating them doesn't mean you can't have them.
Oh, I'm having eggs, dude.
Yeah, I'm having eggs all day long, bud.
Yeah, we're not getting. No.
I'm just not going to eat the chickens.
Yeah. Sweatimus Prime over also on Twitter. If they said that about bacon shaving time off your life, I'd probably have died back in 35 BC. He'd have died in utero.
I'd have died before I was born.
It's like it's too late.
The study's authors explain that the newly released Nutritional Index aims to inform Americans about how to achieve healthier and more environmentally stable diets.
Oh, shut up. What is this environmentally stable crap? Do you know what's in a hot dog?
Yes.
Like, really know. I
Yes.
know you do.
I do.
Does anybody listening
And I-
truly know what's in a hot dog?
And I don't care.
But that's what I'm getting ready to say. If you truly know what's in a hot dog, then you can honestly say that's probably, in my humble opinion, probably one of the most, what the hell the word they use it for? No, what
Economically? No.
Environmentally stable.
Yeah.
Because it uses everything.
It is literally the junkyard of meat.
Yeah, that doesn't make you feel any better. But yes, it is. It's the junkyard of the meat.
It's the garbage of
There
meat.
is no waste. There's nothing to throw away. It all gets put in the hot dog.
Everything in the hot dog.
It's so good.
Quick, everybody in the pool. Go.
That's pretty much it.
Now let it boil down until everything's just one giant emulsified mush and shove it into tubes.
There you go. I mean, this is so ridiculous.
Looks something like this. Yeah, that's it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Looks like my toilet before I clean it.
Oh.
Or
And-
right after when it's got the really dirty water.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I don't like it.
Yeah, among these on the index danger zone include hot dogs, sugary drinks, and sodas.
All the good stuff that people
Also,
love.
breakfast sandwiches. Like bacon, egg, and cheese. Fruits, nutty non-starches, and mixed veggies, and cooked grains were among the healthiest.
Of course.
According to the outlet, researchers determined that consuming just one 85-gram serving of chicken wings shaved off 3.3 minutes of your life, while all beef hot dogs resulted in 36 minutes lost, largely due to the detrimental effects of the processed meat.
Translation, you're on the toilet a lot of times. Do you know how stupid this thing actually is, this whole article, this whole thing? Because you can't sit there and determine how much time is shaved off of somebody's life.
Ever.
By anything.
By any stretch of the imagination.
The whole thing is a farce.
Like, there's no metric. Even the ones about people dying of cigarettes, 7 years, whatever.
Because everybody's different.
I can show you person after person after person, 85, 92, 96, 80s, whatever. They're older than the average lifespan, and they're sitting there smoking like a chimney.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's not about this one size fits all idea of health.
Well, it's not just health, by the way. Let's just be clear.
It's also environmental
It's in
protection.
everything. It's everything across the board.
It's a green thing. This one size fits all package. Which, by the way, any woman knows one size doesn't fit all.
So do fat people.
Especially not your package. So this one size fits all idea that just goes that encompasses all of our lives. I can tell you right now, I cannot eat what they suggest.
Yep.
I can't. I am allergic.
It is a literal impossibility.
It is impossible. I could have baked salmon, and I like salmon, and I know how to cook salmon properly.
Yeah, no, I'm good with all of it, too.
And that's why I like salmon.
The problem is I have to be in the mood for salmon. Like, I can eat, fried fish all day long. I can do that until I'm blue in the face. Mm-hmm. And usually it's because I'm choking on a bone or something.
Right, that's when you're blue.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That audio's
You said choking on a bone. You got it. It's already done.
Audio's being isolated.
It's already done.
It's out there. But no, I could do that all day long. But something like when it comes to salmon, and don't get me wrong, it's good, but I have to be in the mood for it. I can't just.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Can't just eat salmon all the time.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Tell me what.
I'm gonna tell you what. So my wife brought this package home the other day.
Oh, there's so many jokes I could have thrown out there. Go ahead.
I know. And you know the duck livers that are sous vide in their own fat and butter.
Yes.
That stuff, which is supposedly really good. I haven't had it yet.
Allegedly.
I haven't had it yet.
Allegedly.
Right. Yeah. So she brought this thing home, and it was a loaf. And I read it, and basically it was that, but it was pork.
Huh.
It was like pork fat and pork meat, like pork meat and pork liver mixed in and mushed together with seasonings and all the rest of it. And it's one of those things like you serve on a cracker and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I decided I was going to make breakfast sandwiches.
Okay.
So I made eggs.
Made the eggs.
And I made the toasts. Mm-hmm. And I put the cheese on the eggs.
Okay.
And I put it on the toast. And then these things, they came in a loaf, and the loaf, it was like, it was about 2 inches thick, and it was about the size of a loaf of bread.
Okay.
It shaped like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
So I just sliced about a 1/4 inch off.
Okay.
And I put that thing on the toast. Put the egg, and it was some of the best freaking sandwich I've had in a really long time.
Yep.
It was so good.
It was delicious.
It was so good.
It was delicious.
And then my wife ate the rest of it. I had one sandwich, and she had a sandwich, and then she ate the rest of the pork loaf.
It's just the
I don't even know what it's called. I don't care. They would tell me that it took 5 years off of my life just eating it.
Here's what I'm confused on. Is this next paragraph says, however, consuming a peanut butter and jelly sandwich increases a person's life by 33 minutes. Now, I thought they were talking, didn't they say something earlier about sugary?
Yeah, but peanut butter.
No, but
the
jelly is.
Yeah, but the peanut butter isn't.
And? Again, how can you... it's just a stupid metric. The whole thing is asinine. And the fact is that people just
They also say that salted peanuts, baked salmon, and rice and beans saw gains of 10 to 15 minutes apiece.
What was that? I mean, I wish I could remember. What was that movie? Timeless or something. I don't remember. Where everybody had literally the clock on their arm. That's not reality. People die, and I hate this saying, but they say, there are people who die before their time. Doesn't matter your health. You ain't going to be any less dead just because you're healthy, just so we're clear. You're still going to be dead.
If your heart gives out, your heart gives out,
Yeah.
and that was done.
It doesn't matter how it stopped. It stopped.
Right.
Now, we can argue that, that if you eat healthy and do everything, and try and take care of yourself as best you can, that as you get older, you aren't as susceptible to some of the, dangers that come along and what have you. But you can't sit here and go, well, if you eat just this and this and this, or if you have this, add 36 minutes to your life. How do you know?
They don't.
You don't know that because, again, there's so many other variables to one's life.
Yeah.
Like, I could walk out of here tonight. I had a hamburger on my way here.
Yeah, you did.
I had McDonald's.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had a McDonald's hamburger.
Okay.
According to that thing, I probably lost about 6 months. Who knows?
Whatever.
Okay. Here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what I ate. I could drive out of this driveway, especially in this neighborhood, and
Dead.
never make it home for any reason. Any
very
number of
true.
reasons. A car accident,
It's very true.
gunshots, whatever.
Yeah.
I may not make it home. What the hell did your eating thing that didn't say add
Your
any to my
metric-
life?
your
Your metric
eating
is
metric,
BS.
yeah.
Because you have too many variables. And I hate this stuff. People will look at this and go, oh, well, I must do this so I can add time to my life. One of the funnier jokes I
I
always...
must do this to add to my carbon footprint. To
Oh,
delete from my carbon footprint.
The funniest joke that I remember as a kid, and it wasn't even like necessarily a joke, but it was talking about, this guy who worked out and ate right and ate healthy forever and ever and ever. And I mean, he was the peak of health. And he walked out into traffic and got hit by a vegetable truck.
Didn't help him.
Didn't help him. It didn't do anything. Yeah, he may have lived a long life and may not have had many struggles when it came to all that, but he was still dead as a doornail.
By the end of it,
Yeah. It doesn't change anything,
no. I mean, if you work out, you work out, and that's great. You know
No,
what?
I'm not going to poo-poo that.
Not going to poo-poo that because you know what?
I envy the runners. I know I've mentioned
Yeah,
this on the
no,
show a
yeah,
million
yeah.
times. I see people jogging and running. I envy you. I wish I had that discipline and that drive. I don't. I'm too fat and I don't want to do it. I hate running.
And his knees.
And my knees. Yeah, I don't do that.
The knees are bad.
I don't like running.
Yeah.
Having said all that, though, I just so stupid.
Yeah.
It's gonna save you 30 minutes off of your life. With the
Well,
way the
yeah,
world,
okay,
with the
okay.
way the world's going at this point, way
Yeah.
the country's going, the world's going currently, I'm about to go leave here and go buy more hot dogs so I can just kind of shrink that time along if this is how we're actually going to be.
I mean, if that's the way it's going to go, then
Right?
you might as well go the way of competitive hot dog eating.
Yeah.
Peekaboo Snarky Jack all over there on the Twitters letting us know that sheets are more than just some places in the Northeast. This is just the northern part of Lancaster County.
yeah, no,
No. Pennsylvania is like...
I knew it was in
one of the
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is one of the outliers as far as the Northeast is concerned.
I was counting
Sheets.
Pennsylvania when I said that. I know that
Yeah.
you're in my brain.
Sheets, when I say sheets and some in the Northeast, I meant like the entire state of Pennsylvania, but nowhere else.
I was gonna, I was kind of counting, unspoken, but I was.
Because they are.
I was
everywhere
counting
there.
Pennsylvania, and the only reason why I knew Sheets was in Pennsylvania is because of The Office.
Oh, see, the reason why I knew was because they actually have their main office in there.
Oh, do they? I've
Yeah.
never been to Pennsylvania. I
So,
don't
so
know.
their main office is actually in Pennsylvania, which is why they have so many up there. But the reason why Sheets was even invented was to make to mess with Wawa.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go. Okay. Big Pharma Steve over on Twitter puts it perfectly. I've been eating junk food for years in Texas, who is an avid jogger.
Oh,
But I mean,
you're not wrong.
You're not wrong. It's a perfect, I'm the exact same way. Oh, excuse me.
Just saying.
Oh, excuse me again. Sorry.
But he also ate junk food.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he did. He kind of did.
He kind of did.
A lot.
A lot of it.
Lots and lots, but it's fine. He, whatever. I hate when these people put this stuff out there. Again, this is the part that bothers me with all of this is nobody is willing to do their own homework and actually stop for a moment and read something like this and go, how can you tell how long I'm living?
Yeah.
I understand they're going by average and basics and yada, 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 but still, you're an idiot. You're an idiot for trying to tout this stuff and act like what you're saying is smart and intellectual, and you're an idiot if you buy into it and believe it.
Yep. It's very,
Again,
very
there's
true.
nothing wrong with eating healthy and trying to be healthy, but
Nope, nothing all.
at the same time, it's not working.
Oh, 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 it's magic. You know.
Adam W. Johnson, 5 years of extra life from avoiding bacon, coffee, fatty foods is 5 extra years that I get to be miserable without those items. Yeah, exactly.
Darn right.
That's the way I figure it. I mean,
Exactly. You might
there's
as well
nothing
enjoy-
wrong with enjoying life. I mean, obviously, you want to do everything healthy
Moderation,
in moderation. Yes.
is the key.
But that doesn't mean you turn around and make yourself miserable just for the sake of, well, I might live longer. Well, my experience is the people who tend to live longer like that and try to push to be healthy just for the sake of living longer are the ones who end up dying over something stupid.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
throwing that out there.
Like, work out if you want to. Do it. Because especially if it makes you feel better about yourself.
Oblivion
Do it.
flickering over on Twitter. Does anybody remember the exercise guru Jim Fixx dropped dead while jogging at the age of 52? Yeah, see, everybody has an expiration date, and we don't know what it is. We don't know how it looks, but
And sometimes you push it faster by exercising.
yeah. Which is why I haven't made an effort to get off my ass and exercise any.
Shh.
Because
I have.
at this point, I may just die.
I've started.
Yeah,
It's only once a week right now, but I've started.
I don't do anything. I'm lazy.
It's once a week.
That, and I just don't have the energy to drive all the way out here to go
I
with you.
force myself to.
No, I don't have the energy or the ability to drive out here every time you go.
Oh,
Or excuse
yeah.
me, the one day you go.
Yeah, the one day I go.
Because by the time you get ready to go, I'm like, you know what? It's hot outside. I don't want to
do
go.
anything. Makes sense.
This is Defenders Live.
Big Bull Snark Jackal over on Twitter. I hear eliminating gas station sushi from your diet adds years to your life and aids in showing up to places you've committed to showing up at. I deserve that.
You do.
I deserve that.
You do.
And it does.
Ah,
I can tell you for a fact it
that is for
does.
sure. That is for sure.
So, there's a leaked cable from the U.S. Department of State detailing the number of American citizens who have successfully been rescued from Afghanistan in the recent weeks.
Wait. So hold on. Wait. You
Yeah.
said that there's a leaky cable?
No, it's a cable that's leaked.
Yeah.
A
There's
cable, okay, in governmental type things, communiques refer to as cables.
Why do they have leaky power cables? What is going on?
It's a weird thing that the Moore is always sitting cockeyed, and it's one of those water drip cooler ones.
It's a
Yeah.
water cooler. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah, so there's a bad leak.
it is a bad leak, and they won't, because the goofy little couplings that go on the side and rope down to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's that top one, and no matter what they do,
You can't get it tight enough.
It doesn't seat properly.
Yeah, you just can't
And
get
you
it
mix
right
that
in there.
with the condensation because for some stupid reason they have
Always
they have
condensation.
swamp coolers instead of like a regular AC.
Stupid.
So now you have tons of humidity in a very hot space trying to water cool something. Makes tons of sense.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
It makes perfect sense
all
to me.
over electrical equipment. That's
Yeah,
why.
that sounds really good.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
But anyway, they have this cable out as it, showing how many they've successfully rescued from Afghanistan. in recent
communique,
weeks.
as it were.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is raising some questions about the Biden administration's handling of the evacuation efforts. needless to say, a lot of people are kind of about it. Biden administration officials have been inexplicitly vague regarding both the number of Americans that have been evacuated and the number that remain stranded within the Taliban-controlled country, saying that only that, quote, several thousand have been pulled out. It turns out their refusal to offer specifics may be due to the fact that their evacuation efforts have largely been shockingly unsuccessful.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It's changed now, hasn't
It's
it?
not the
No,
right.
no, it isn't. That works out. It's close enough. All right, fine.
Well, maybe. I mean, I guess it. According to the State Department's cable, which was obtained by Politico's national security reporter Alex Ward, as of Monday night, only 4,407 American citizens have made it into the outbound flights from Kabul since the evacuation process began
Did you say
August 14th.
you said 4,400?
4,407.
4,407. Is what you're saying.
4,407. I said that.
I distinctly remember
You do.
the White House's presser, or at least one of the conversations that they were having,
Yeah.
where they said roughly between 36 and 45,000 have been taken out.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Straight lie.
Straight lie. According to, again, the cable, which was obtained by Politico.
There's still what, like, I don't know, 20,000 people there?
40 or 50,000, I think. More.
40 or 50.
There's a lot.
There's
there.
a lot of Americans.
Yeah, because you have to
Like
understand.
Americans.
Here, just so we're clear, the number that they keep touting, because it's the lower number, are the actual people they're working. They're not counting their family.
They're not counting the rest of them.
They're not counting their wives, their husbands, their children. None of that.
No.
They're just counting the actual individuals there.
Yeah.
But shockingly, can you be surprised that also, just like with the border, they kind of are just adjusting numbers to fit them to make them not look quite so evil?
But don't worry. Don't worry.
Because, you know,
No.
just don't worry.
Don't worry.
No, don't panic.
Don't panic because,
You have your towel.
no, the Afghanis women's soccer team was able to get out.
Oh, thank God. You know, I almost didn't sleep at a wink last night because I was worried that
About the Afghani
women's soccer team. Yeah.
They got out.
Thank God.
They got out
I will
on a
be-
flight to America.
I will sleep good tonight.
They got on a flight to America.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're safe and sound. What about the rest of the Americans?
What about them? What about them?
What are we doing?
Well, nothing. They're just SOL.
Huh.
Isn't that great?
It's funny.
The figure is particularly troubling, given the low-end estimates indicated the number of American citizens present in Afghanistan prior to the U.S. military withdrawal is between 10 and 15,000. That number, however, could be actually much higher. Again, they're not counting every single one of the family members.
Yeah, when they're saying the potential could be much higher, that means that it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even they're still trying to lowball the highball. Still, even in the lowest number, 10,000 is expected. Data outlined in the cable show that the Biden administration is less than halfway towards extracting every American with only 1 week left to go. Which, by the way, I've also read today, the Taliban is not going to extend anything.
Not only are they not going to extend anything, they've also very distinctly said no more Afghani citizens are allowed to leave.
Yep.
If you are a citizen of Afghanistan, you are no longer allowed to leave. So says the Taliban.
Yeah. But, hey, don't worry.
Oh, and by the way, what the hell is up with a terrorist organization giving America a red line?
Because they can. They can.
Honestly.
Do you think they're seriously? Do you think they're worried about us?
No, they're not worried about Biden.
No,
They haven't been worried about Biden since they knew that he was going to get elected. They
Thank
were
you.
just
Slug
waiting.
caught it. Thank you.
Yeah. They were just Bidening their time.
Oh, that's no.
It works.
No.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm not giving it to you.
Damn it.
I can't.
Fine.
I can't in good conscience.
All
give it
right.
to
That's
you.
okay. All right.
I mean, I
All
appreciate the sentiment. It was by that much.
It's close.
It was almost
All
there.
right.
Almost there.
Fine. But they have been. They've just been waiting
Yeah.
and waiting
And waiting.
and waiting.
And waiting.
Waiting for the right moment, waiting for America to pull out.
That's what she said.
Well, that's just because she was bored.
Ew. It's just nasty. Quote. All right, let me see. And yet, in the face of the mounting criticism and concern, the Biden administration is projecting confidence about its evacuation mission
That's because they don't care.
because they know that. Yeah, what are you?
It doesn't matter. to
What
them.
are you going to do? Nobody's going. That's the point. If you can walk away from anything about any part of the next 4 years, any part of the Biden administration, it's what the hell are you going to do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You can do nothing. You are a no one. You have no power. You've given it all to the government, and now you have to live with the consequences
Yeah.
of your actions. You've made your bed, now sleep in it.
Right. You've
That's
given
what it
everything
is.
to Biden.
That's what it is. Congratulations, you jackasses. A quote, we are actually outperforming in terms of the evacuation numbers. That's what Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, told reporters on Monday.
That's a lie.
You have one airport they can get in and out of.
Not only that, but you barely have enough people. Plus, there's firefights going on every single day.
Yeah, you have.
And they have to go through a blockade of like 7 layers.
You have.
There's no way.
You're not going to get in it. It just-
And don't forget that the people that you've been getting out were mostly not American.
yeah, just. But
Whatever.
don't dwell on that fact.
Yeah, right. It's not,
You're not going to say
not a thing,
that
right?
one.
Not a thing.
The outlet charged that the the West Wing is looking increasingly disconnected from reality and out of touch. End quote, with the situation on the ground as American citizens reportedly continue to be denied entry into the Kabul airport, often under threat of violence.
Well, with President Joe Biden in the office, they've been continually out of touch and disconnected with reality since about 1945.
God bless his retarded heart. So, following warnings of retaliatory action from the Taliban, President Biden on Tuesday has decided against extending the August 31st deadline to departure of Afghanistan, even as thousands of American citizens remain stranded in the country. What's funny about this is, one, you notice how they put that, Biden has decided against extending it. Not the truth, which is Taliban has said there isn't a snowball's chance in hell that they're extending it, because if they do, any extension or anybody that's left after there is pretty much dead.
Here's the thing. The Taliban gave us an ultimatum.
And
They say that if you do not leave by the 31st, we will strike.
Yeah.
They say we have until the 31st to leave, or else they will strike us.
Mercilessly.
Biden doesn't have a choice
Yeah.
because Biden doesn't want to fight. Yeah. Because Biden doesn't he doesn't have a clue. He's gone, guys.
He doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground.
The man is gone. You know, there are reports out there talking about how Jill Biden should be held accountable for the fact, because she's a doctor, that she allowed her husband to run with his mental faculties in as shambles as they are.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. The other thing that got me thinking about this is the Jen Psakis.
Yeah.
She got mad.
She got mad?
She got mad during one of her press briefings because the reporter kept referring to people as being stranded.
Because they are.
No, you can't say that.
Why?
Because
the American presidents.
They're not stranded.
Sure.
They're not stranded.
Sure.
Okay. They are getting out. Everyone that wants to leave, they're getting out.
Except for the ones that want to leave but can't.
Then if they don't show up, then they must not want to go. That's the way they're slicing this. That's how they're putting. No, they're getting out every single person, every American that wants to leave. They are not stranding anyone.
Even the people that have already gotten back said that they, didn't have time to get things together properly. They didn't have time to get to the airport. They didn't.
Nope.
The way that they got there, they barely kept their lives, their families, and
Everything.
everything.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
was so last minute. It was so pull out, go.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, no, but Peekaboo striking jackal. I didn't even see this while I was talking about that. But yeah, says the same thing. But we were assured by Jen Psaki that no Americans are stranded in Afghanistan.
They are.
But they are.
But they are. That's it. They are stranded.
They can't get
They
out.
were, not only are they stranded, but our president said to them, "We can do nothing to help you."
Yeah, Oblivion Flickering asked a good question. Explain to me again, why didn't they evacuate the Americans and others before they handed the Taliban keys to Kabul?
That is because O'Biden.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because it makes too much sense.
It's because O'Biden.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Adam W. Johnson. I actually have an Afghan-born friend, American citizen, who has spent the last 20 years in Afghanistan as a consultant. I haven't talked to him in years, but now I'm a little worried about him.
Call him up, dude.
Yeah, if you can, well,
If you can.
if you can,
Get in contact with him.
try and reach out if you can, brother.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything's okay.
Hopefully he's all right.
But it's not looking good over there.
Not at all. Not at all.
There you go.
There are some other things that aren't looking good. And I wanted to, okay. I talked about this the other day, and I don't want people to think that I was just talking out of my ass.
Oh, no, I get it.
You know? And so today, I found the story.
And now for something completely different.
Australia's intense COVID-19 restrictions have led to, a lot of things.
A lot of things?
A lot of things.
How about kind of a lot of things?
Well, people are literally getting arrested for walking outside without any due course to go. Just walking out of their house.
Even into their own front yard?
Yeah, just straight walking outside.
Wow.
Being arrested and charged for violating COVID restrictions.
You know what I find funny about that, just that titty little bit of thing right there, is, they say that, like greenhouse gases and,
Right.
and carbon dioxide emissions and all of that crap. That's all actually can kill you. That is actually toxic if done in large quantities.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
All of this time, they've never done that to people. They've never said, hey, if you walk outside for no reason or without a mask or into your front yard, I'm sorry, but what they say could kill you from greenhouse gases is more likely to kill you than COVID.
It's funny how that works.
Isn't it, though?
It is indeed. Yeah, they've gotten to the point to where that it is everyone is locked in their house. Legally, in Australia, you are locked in your house.
You know why? Because they gave up their guns in, 2009?
Right. And Australia thought that they had it beat because they were just like, nope, we're in the ocean, we're an island, you just can't come here.
Yeah.
And then they opened their borders, and the first thing that happened is people got sick.
Yeah, which again, but that's the thing is like you have to look at all of it. Again, is it how many people have died? How bad? Like people are going to get sick and die from stuff. Okay, we say this a million times. We're not downplaying the deaths. Death of any kind is tragic, and it sucks to lose a family member in that kind of a situation.
Right.
But to hold an entire world, or at least as far as we're concerned, a country hostage.
Yeah.
Because
it's so bad
of this stupid thing, it's maddening.
It's so bad that
how bad is it?
Australia is keeping everybody locked in their house.
Yeah.
For what rolls out to be about like 4 deaths a week total.
That's it. I mean, again, that's sad, but
and that's like on average. It's not always.
Yeah.
And you know what else has happened?
Mm-hmm.
Because these people can't get out, they've had multiple infant deaths because they can't get to the hospital.
Hey,
multiple babies dying for absolutely no good reason.
The upside to it is now they don't have to worry about, Planned Parenthood
catching COVID.
But Planned Parenthood also gets to, take a break.
Right.
Something else is killing kids for them.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about it.
That's good.
Yeah. So these kids are dying from being at home. It's really weird.
Isn't though?
Anyway, the reason why I bring all this up is because Australia's COVID restrictions have reached the aminals.
The aminals?
The aminals.
Not the aminals.
Yes.
Like the aminal crackers?
No, like actual ones.
You used to bite the heads off of them.
Well, that's how you always. That's the only way to eat animal crackers.
Not necessarily. The way I used to do
That's
it.
the proper way.
No, the way I used to do it is try to eat, because you know how they would have like a faint line to indicate, like where the legs are.
Yeah.
That was what I would do, is try to
Eat the
bite
legs.
them and break them just in those spots and work around the animal.
One bite at a time.
Yep.
For
I'm a
the
weirdo.
elephants. It's okay. I get it. I did it too. I can't.
Anyway.
I'm not going to lie. Yeah, the COVID restrictions have gotten to the harshest terms possible. Quote, to prevent volunteers at the Kabar-based animal shelter from traveling to pick up animals last week, Australia is currently enforcing an extreme lockdown in that region due to the Delta variant.
It's not a... Oh, my God.
They decided to kill all the dogs in the shelter.
Because, COVID.
Kill the dogs in the shelter because of COVID.
Because
Get them killed.
it changes everything, doesn't it?
Kill all the puppies.
Doesn't it make a huge difference?
Massive puppy death.
Total
Puppy destruction.
and it makes their life and their world so much better now, doesn't it?
Talk about some hot dogs.
That was a little too soon. I think. I mean, well played, sir, but a little still, I think it might be a little too soon.
Sorry.
Just a tad.
Sorry. Sweatimus Prime over there at Stephen Air. He doesn't want us to think that he's talking out of his ass? I thought that was the whole shtick.
Yeah, no. Yeah, also, the only correct way to eat animal crackers is to bite their limbs off.
First.
Then they're
Friggin'
freaking tasty little heads.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, they're the only cookie I'll eat without milk.
That
Every
makes-
other cookie,
that's
no matter
because
what.
they're really not that big. They're not big enough to dunk.
Yeah, it does make more of a mess, I think.
Yeah, it makes a lot more mess because it is it's so small and you dunk it in and then you get it all over your fingers. And
Oh, I don't care about that.
I don't know.
Because
then it drips everywhere at you.
I was about to say something very...
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, no, don't.
Not
no,
PG-13
No, not
about
doing it. No.
Lick my fingers, by God. Anyway.
Ew.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah.
So they kill puppies.
You're right. I can't read that on the air. I mean, I can. I could censor it.
If you want to.
Yeah, this one is Prime. I know y'all can't read this on air, but
Not verbatim, no.
yeah, but I can't say this enough. F the Aussie government.
Well, how would all governments, but
All
yeah,
of them. Yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I feel like here's the thing: is Australia should be
As close to America as possible.
Well, I was going to say,
As far as government is concerned, they should be.
Well, all of it. What I was going to say was, if you look at Australia, Australia is what happens when a free country gives in
To everything.
to these social demands, to all of this stuff. I mean, look at them. They've gone from I mean, again, everybody's like, well, it's a desert place and it's horrible. And it's, it's the Tatooine of the earth. And I got that, but it's still, it's, you never thought of that, did you?
That makes sense.
It does.
It makes a lot of sense.
It does. But it is.
Everything is deadly and venomous there.
And
it's also a massive desert.
Yeah. If it's not desert, it's trying to kill you. It's Tatooine of earth. I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's way the hell away from everything. It's in Tatooine.
Right.
Anyway.
It's out in the middle of nowhere.
It is. The thing about it, but they had everything. There was a point where Australia and America were almost in lockstep. They were almost
for a
identical.
good long time.
Long time.
80s and 90s and back.
And they started to do all of the stuff that we're being faced with now.
all the socialist crap.
Every time somebody raised enough hell, oh no, we got to get rid of guns. Oh, we've got to do this. Oh, we got to do that. And they started slowly chipping away and giving up their liberties to the point to where, as you just said, they are now literally getting arrested for just walking out their front door.
Yep.
Now, you want to try and tell me that's not going to happen here? Okay.
Sure.
If you believe that, then I have a beautiful bridge for sale on some ocean front property in Arizona. Just saying. And I will
amazing.
For steal. It is a steal.
You will love it.
It's literally a unique piece, one of a kind.
Never going to find it again.
Never. No.
Never going to get it. Never going to get it.
And it's a very, I'm crazy for selling it as cheap as I'm going to sell it to you. I should be locked up for
Crazy Dylan.
Yeah, I should be locked up for these deals. That's what this is. And the fact of the matter is that we're not looking at. There's a lot. And forget history. Like everybody says, history repeats itself. Yes, it does. But clearly, we're not looking at history for what it's supposed to be, which is a learning tool, a tool to avoid the same mistakes that we've done in the past.
Right.
Clearly, we're not doing that. So why don't we look at the present?
And realize the stupidity that's happening around us.
Australia is a perfect example as what happens when you cave.
Because people don't want to look past their own face.
Everybody's so afraid of hurting someone's feelings.
No, they're not. No.
Most people are. The ones who don't are the outliers. The ones who don't are those wonderful little people who are the activists who literally make everything crap for everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are the ones that don't care.
Yeah, the ones on the news.
The literal bullies. And the fact of the matter is that we all, at some point or another, have either been bullied, were the bully, or stood up to bullies. And for some stupid reason,
We've all decided to back down.
we've
now.
all decided to let the bullies win. When we clearly outnumber them,
We have the majority.
outvoice them,
And we have more power.
and we choose to not do it. Why? Because, somebody else is going to do it for me. Somebody else is going to do it for me.
It's easier just to ignore them.
Yeah, it's not going to bother me here in my little town in the middle of nowhere type, the center of the world, flyover states, whatever. It's not going to happen to me.
For 3 weeks, yes, you're right. Then it'll happen to you.
And then when it does happen, then what's left?
Are you going to deal with it then?
No, at that point you can't because you have no one there to help you.
Yeah, nobody.
That goes back to that saying, they came for the Jews, they came for this, they came for that, and then they came for me, and
there was nobody left to
There was
defend
nobody
me.
left to save me. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Doesn't matter who says it, doesn't matter how it's said. If it's truth, it's truth.
The greatest evil is indifference in the face of evil.
Yep.
That is it. If you are indifferent to actual evil,
Yep. Gotta love Bonhoeffer. Anyway,
so good.
I'm telling you. But we've got to start having a backbone, guys. I don't know how. When I was younger, I used to think I could see these people doing these, encouraging speeches. I used to watch all those. The coach would be in there, guys, we're down. It's the third half or the third quarter, fourth quarter. We're down 20 points.
Third half.
Whatever. We're in triple overtime. We got the goalie playing two different positions. Whatever
Whatever's
stupid thing.
going on, yeah.
And they would do this rousing speech, and they would go out and kick ass. And there was a point in my life as a kid where I thought I could be able to do something like that. Clearly, I can't.
No, you can.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
But
you
the
can.
stuff
You can. You just don't do it.
I'm trying to now is what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm
well,
hinting at. Is
yeah.
this? I'm giving it honestly my gusto, and I have nothing else to go on. We've got to start being serious. And it doesn't mean you have to go out and join some organization. It doesn't mean you have to do these marches. It doesn't mean that you have to take up guns and you have to. We're not there yet. All it takes is a little bit of homework. All it takes is a little bit of paying attention to who is running, who is trying to take an office, who is doing what is going on in your town, that sort of thing. If you can be part of that and you can get that part done, get your house straight, then the next person doing the same thing, and then they're doing the same thing, and that neighbor's doing the same thing. Y'all are all then moving in the same direction. We're all moving in the same way. And everything can get fixed. It's not going to happen overnight. It is going to be a very ugly and painful thing if, and this is a giant if America can come back from any of the stupidity that we're in now, it is going to be a very long and uphill battle. But what matters most to us? You know what I mean? What is more important? Is it, keeping quiet now and keeping peace now to just have the peace now? Because we're not going to win anyway, and so what the hell's the point?
Right.
Or maybe standing up for a little bit and saying, this is wrong, this isn't how this works, blah, 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 and trying to change the here and now. I don't know how else to implore it, guys.
Well, okay.
I don't.
It's like this. Okay, there's a guy on Twitter right now,
Uh-huh.
and he's using our hashtag.
Okay.
Hashtag arm yourselves. Also hashtag fight tyranny. Tyranny.
That's tyranny.
Fight tyranny.
Fight tyranny. I don't know who tyranny is,
But go ahead and fight him.
go ahead.
He's responding back to a Rand Paul tweet.
Okay.
And he says, wait until they find out that there are limits to what we have to what we tolerate. We're already at our limit.
That's what I was going
We
to say.
stop tolerating things at this point. Why are you waiting?
They're taking everything away. Why are you?
Why are you waiting? You're waiting until you can't fight anymore.
Yeah.
Look, there's no wait here.
Yeah. You're going to be ready when it's too late. You're just talk. And again,
Stop.
that right there is what we don't need. You don't need to be this Billy Badass. I'm going to tell you. You wait until I'm going to. You're not going to do a damn thing. You're not.
You are the biggest blowhard of them all.
If you actually gave a damn, you would have been doing something long ago. Not just tweeting at some representative because it's fun and easy to do.
Yeah.
Get out and join a Liberty Caucus or something like that. Do study up on your local politicians. Do something like that. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com
Where you can get
historically great coffee. Do that. Start there.
It's guaranteed to make you swallow every time you put it in your mouth.
Absolutely does. Go to our website, DOAEshow.com. Just do it.
Just do that.
Mojo50.com. The poor guys that keep us on. God bless them. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.